Just making sure I was in the right place. I've been all over the place living lately. How are you? It's Watch Me Wednesday. Yay! Oh, wrong hand. Do that, you can't see me. Welcome to the show. Let me see if I can put comments up. So welcome. Here we are. Another Wednesday already. How did that happen so quickly? I have blue skies and sunshine out my window there. Oh, can you? No, if I go that way, you can't see. Oh, in fact, you can't even really see there either. But trust me, blue skies and sunshine, which is lovely. So if I can hear work going on and washing's going and, oh, there we go. But never mind. So how are you? How have you been this last week? Here we are again. It's a busy week. And in fact, there's a little sneaky peek there. So, what are they? So, this week, Friday, I am off to Telford, Stamping Up do training events for demonstrators. And the first one this year is in Telford, and so I'm getting ready for that. So, in fact, those are team gifts behind me. So. I'm getting distracted by the comments already. Hey everyone! Lottie, thank you. Yes, it's taken a long time getting there, but yes, we have a whole room now for this. So yeah, 25 years in waiting, so you've probably got a little while to go yet, because I know you're a lot younger than me. But yes, we got there, so it's a very practical space for me now. So if you don't know who I am, if you've just come across me, if I've just popped up on your Facebook feed, my name is Natalie O'Shea. I'm here today to share some news from a company called Stamping Up and to do some live crafting. So I won't wrap it too long, I hope. But I've got new people coming on that are saying they're envious of my craft room. Hi, Michelle. So Stamping Up is a company. It's like Avon, but for crafters. It's an American company. It's been going for over 30 years now. And it's just like Avon in the fact that you can't walk into Boots and buy Avon stuff in Boots. You can't walk into Hobbycraft or anywhere else and buy Stamping Up products. You have to do it through a rep, or as we are called, a demonstrator. So don't worry, you found me. All is good. You can see there. Here I am. Ta-da! So everything that I'm going to use today, and in fact everything that you see there, is all Stamping Up supplies. So as the name suggests, we obviously do a range of rubber stamps, but we do dies and punches that cut those out and coordinate perfectly, but we also do ink pads and marker pens and embellishments and paper and card and all sorts of pretty stuff. So not just stamps. But there we go. So today I'm going to, as I say, share some news, and let's get rid of that. We don't need that anymore. But sorry, that was... So my online shops, if anything you see today that you might like and go, oh, I want that, then just go to www.natalieoshea.stampinup.net. Once this video is finished, I will post all the links below. I'll also be posting this to my blog and various places, so you should be able to find it, no problem. Right, so what have I got to tell you today? So some exciting news that came through yesterday. So if you are on my customer newsletter, I have just sent a customer newsletter out that will have shared the news. I haven't shared it on my blog yet. I was finding out whether we could share it or not, but it seems that everyone's sharing it. So yay! I will share the news now. So there is a couple of things that, the reason we're going to Telford, 700 of us, is to have a look at the new annual catalogue. Now this doesn't go live to you until the 4th of June, but as demonstrators we get the heads up. We will be seeing the catalogue this weekend, we will be playing with new products this weekend. And yeah, I mean, we'll just have an all-time good fun, which is what we do. If you're part of our team, we are known as the fun team. Can you imagine anything else? So yes, if you want to come and have fun and get access to products early, talk to me. You too could be a demonstrator. But anyway, so the first news I have to share is, I always get this the wrong side. So the stamping trimmer. So we were told yesterday that in the new catalogue there will be no paper trimmer for the time being. Well, in the new catalogue there won't be, but I know lots of people have a lot of love for this trimmer, and I have a lot of love for this trimmer as well. But there have been some issues over the supply of spare blades and the quality of spare blades. And Stamping Up, if nothing else, is all about quality products. And so if something doesn't meet their quality control and their high standards, then they look to replace it. They look to get better. We are all about giving you the best quality products for your money. And so after quite a while of, availability problems and quality problems with the blades, Stamping Up have said there will be no paper trimmer in the new catalogue. They are working on a new one, and it will arrive at some stage. We haven't been told when. There's been some complications along the way, some unexpected delays as ever, but there will be one, and I know that Stamping Up will provide us with something even better. So watch this space. I know no more. But what I would say to you is, if you do have the trimmer, then they've switched off ordering for spare blades at the moment. But my understanding is that on Monday the 15th, it will be switched back on. Don't quote me on that, but that's what my understanding is at the moment. You will be able to order a maximum of 6 packs of blades. That's 12 blades in total. Now, it depends on how much you craft. If you're sitting there making 5,000 wedding invites, that's not going to last very long. But if you're a general crafter, that's going to last some time. That is going to last some time. So yes, a maximum of 6 packs each. Now, at the moment, you can go on my online store, that one there, and you can put your email address in, and they will email you as soon as they go live on the system, so you will know. They have said that they think they have 6 months supply. However, we all know when somebody sits there and goes, oh my God, there's going to be not a hurricane, we don't have hurricanes here, but it's going to snow for 3 days. We all go out and we buy the bread and we buy the milk and clear the shelves, and we panic for normally no reason. And the same is with this. They have projected they have 6 months supplies, but if everybody who has a trimmer goes on and buys 6 packs, it's not going to last 6 months. However, they have said that they have a few more supplies of blades coming through up to September, is my understanding. So there we go. So put your email address in and you'll be notified. That's on the online shop at stampinup.net. Go to tools and then you'll see the blades there. And if you click on the blades, it says currently unavailable, but put your email address in there. So you can do that so you won't miss out. I have ordered some and I will have some as well. But mine are stuck in back order, so I haven't got them. I mean, I've got about 5 spare blades, but yes, I've ordered a few. So that's the stamping trimmer. The other thing to tell you is that, as you will be aware, Stamping Up for many years has teamed up with Sizzix and Ellison, the company that Sizzix is an umbrella company under. And Sizzix have produced, we sell the Sizzix Big Shot or the Ellison Big Shot machine, and all our dies and embossing folders have previously been made by Sizzix. But Stamping Up have said that they will not have the Big Shot in the new catalogue. Now, I know it's never been, let's word this right. It's not been too competitively priced, shall we say that? I mean, obviously you get me, so I'm worth all the extra pennies when you buy it from me. But a lot of people have die cutting machines, and you don't have to have a Big Shot machine to use our dies and embossing folders. As many of you have found out, you can use various machines that are on the market at the moment. So we are now, instead of going through Sizzix to get all our dies, and obviously having like a middleman as such, we are now going direct. So we have a new supplier of dies. The dies are going to change very slightly, but not that you'll notice. They'll be slightly thinner, and there'll be another edge to them, but they'll work exactly the same. You know, there are hundreds of dies and well, probably not hundreds of manufacturers, but you know what I mean. Not every single die available at the moment is made by Sizzix. So yeah, so we're going direct to manufacturer. So that's great news, because again, we've had some availability issues, waiting on Sizzix for some things, and we hope that will be rectified. It means that if we sit there and go, oh, it'd be really good to have a die that goes with that set, we can be a lot quicker to kind of bring things to market than perhaps we were previously. So it's all good. So no Big Shot, but you can use any machine. My understanding is that we will We will have another machine, whether it's a brand new machine, whether we tie in with somebody else, I don't know yet. But there won't be a big shot machine in the new catalogue, but there will be something coming at some stage. We don't know when. Something I don't like to overcommit is, I think I always live by the rule that if you think it's going to be a week, say it's going to be 2 weeks and then everyone's happy. But if you say it's going to be 2 days and it's a week, they're not happy. So yeah, they're not telling us, so they don't disappoint us. So yeah, so that's the two big news that we've heard yesterday, and I say that was in my newsletter. If you don't sign up to my newsletter, I send a newsletter every week. It has a free tutorial in every week, and yeah, you can unsubscribe at any time. It's not constant sell. I'm just kind of keeping you up to date with the news of what's going in. So as I say, this newsletter went out this morning. So again, once this video has finished, or if you're watching on the replay on YouTube, there'll be a link underneath to sign up to my newsletter if you want to know what's going on. Right, what else do we have to say? What else do we have to do? So that's the big news. Because also we see the catalogue this weekend, on Monday the retiring list will be coming out as well. So Monday the 15th at 8 p.m. We will receive the retiring list. So everything that's not carrying over into the new main catalogue. So basically everything that's not carrying over from the spring summer catalogue, and everything that's not carrying over from the main catalogue. So sometimes these are discounted. I can't tell you right now whether there will be some discounts or not. I don't know. Yeah, I'll just wait and see. What I'm going to do is I will post. I'm on a team training at like 7:30 on Monday. So I'll be a little bit late, but I will post the retiring list to my Facebook page, and Tuesday I will do a newsletter as well, because probably Monday it'll be too late by the time I've finished. I might try and set it up and get it ready to go Monday night, but yeah, if you want to hear the latest and greatest, Facebook page is where I'll post it first, and newsletter will be going out, so sign up for that newsletter if you want a link. So yeah, now obviously all these things, again, as soon as you tell people that they're going to vanish, they just have to have them. So all the in colours, the 2017-19 in colours will be retiring. So all the ink pads, the re-inkers, the marker pens, the cardstock, and all of that, the pattern paper and all sorts. So yeah, and the moment it kind of goes, that's when everything starts selling out. So I don't know how many suppliers we've got. We don't get to know how many suppliers we've got, and obviously we don't know how many people are going to order either. So things could last an hour, they could last until the 3rd of June. We just don't know. But what I would say to you now is that if you desperately want something, it may be on the retiring list, and therefore it may sell out on Monday night, is to get it now, or you take your chances. And that's up to you. That's a decision you have to make. But on Monday it might be discounted, but it might be discounted and go out immediately as well. So you have been warned. I am furnishing you with the information. Do with it as you will. But that'll be exciting. That'll be exciting. I'll empty my shelf. So all my stamps. Oh, hang on, that way. So all my every time. All my there, my stamps there. So I'll be pulling all those out and seeing which ones are carrying over and putting them back. And I know I'm going to have a big stack of stamps that are going to be retired. But that also is pattern papers. Nearly always the pattern papers. Very rarely do we have a pattern paper that carries over. Occasionally, but not generally. Ribbons seem to get a mix-up as well. So sometimes some staple ribbons stay, but otherwise they get a mix-up. So all sorts of things. It's going to be exciting. Exciting. Right, okay, what else do we do? So last week, so as with everything, I should have said this earlier, if you leave a comment on this video, and it doesn't matter if you're not live, if you're not watching live, you can still type replay or leave me comments, I still read them. So if you leave me a comment on this, you can go into a draw to win. Well, let's have a look. Well, this last week, hang on. Last week, our winner was going to win this 6x6 pattern paper and coordinating ribbon for leaving a comment. So if you leave a comment, you can comment as much as you like. You get entered, get one entry for every comment. And if you share this, now I say this every week, I haven't worked out how to see who shares the videos. So if you share it, just type shared, because then you get another entry because it's another comment. So yeah, so if you share it, just write shared. If you're watching it on replay, say replay and leave me any comments or questions as well. And then I do a random number generator, generate a number, count down the comments. And this week's or last week's winning of this is Sarah Broderick. Now I want to say Sarah's won before. So there you go. So if you're a regular and you're commenting, you could win more than once. So Sarah, I've left you a message. If this is the first time you're hearing of it, then PM me your address. I'm sure I've got it, but you might want it sent somewhere else. And congratulations. But what have we got this time? So I liked the whole paper ribbon thing. So this time I'm going to, so it's the same, the Botanical Butterfly sample set. So it's a 6x6 paper and it's the free celebration papers I loved. I loved them. And there's all sorts of colours in there that are used. Balmy Blue, Basic Black, Daffodil Delight, Grapefruit Grove, Highland Heather, Lemon Lime Twist and Whisper White. But I kind of went for the black. So I have here I was going to see what it said. It does say here. A vintage crochet trim. So I don't know if you can see that. Oh, you're not going to see it, are you? All you can see is a reflection. It's a crochet trim. Can I get a bit out? Oh, I don't want to ruin it. Oh, might be able to. Oh. Look, there it is. So it's a really delicate. All right, your eyes gone funny. There we go. A really delicate crochet trim that's there. Love it. Now I've got to put that back for next week's winner. So yeah, so because one side of this is all black and white and one side of it is coloured. So I thought the black would go with that perfectly. So yeah, so leave me a comment, share it and talk to me while we're here and ask any questions if you want. So that's next week's winner. So there we go. Now let me get those out of my way. What else have I got to tell you about? I will quickly remind you that we have an online class that is live at the moment. So what can you make on the online class? So this week, 2 decorated versions, depending on what you want. Oh, cat's trying to get in. He's like, who are you talking to, Mum? So 5 boxes and bags. And as I say, you can decorate them how you like. And baskets. How cute are they? So that is this month's online class. So you can either get a kit, which includes everything you need to make one of these. Well, in fact, it did. Oh, what does it cover? It covers the sheets of card that you need. Oh, have I got... My daisy's gone walkabout. That should be on there. There we go. So you get the Fable Friends stamp set, you get a pack of the Gingham Gala papers, so plenty of sheets of that. You get the sheets of cardstock necessary for these, which is just the Balmy Blue and the Highland Heather. So you can decorate it with this super cute set if you want, but you will also get the, there's an upgrade for the daisy punch if you want it, or if you don't buy the upgrade, I will punch the daisy images out. So again, you can choose whether you might want to do them both. You might want to pull that off again. You might want to do images and daisies. Knock yourself out. Do whatever you want to do. So yeah, so everything. So all the instructions to make all these boxes, and you can say decorate them with daisies or decorate them with the Fable Friends, which is included. But all the details, again, I'll put a link below once I finish this video, and if you're watching on YouTube, the link will be below as well. But that is only available until the 28th of April. We're in April, aren't we? 28th of April. But if you sit there and you're not in the UK, France, Germany, the Netherlands, and the UK, can't forget us, you can purchase the kit. But if you're in a different country, or you already have the stuff, or you want to use your own papers, then you can, let's put it back to me, hello, then you can, move that out my way, you can just buy the videos and the PDFs. So you've got all the instructions that you need. You know that's going to fall over. So yes, all the instructions that you need for all 5 boxes. So you can use your own card and you can use your own pattern paper, and you'll get photos and measurements and everything that you need for that. So again, once this is all finished, then you will get the link for more information will be below. Right, gosh, I've been gassing for 20 minutes already. I don't know. Oh dear. So, what should we do today? Oh, I've just lost a rhinestone. Oh, that's not good. Hold on, I'm going to put my rhinestone back. Oh no, come on. Before you see it. Oh, use me pick me up tool to pick me up. Oh, and I've just stuck it to my paper. Oh, you won't know what it is. Thankfully. Oh no, you will, because I've left half of it behind. Right, okay, let's move screens. There we go. Look at this. Love this. This is what we're going to be making today. So, 2 things I'm going to teach you today if you don't know. So this isn't pattern paper. I've actually stamped this. So I'm going to show you how to make your own stamped background papers. And this is one stamp. So, and if you don't know how to get 2 different colours on one stamp, then I'm going to be showing you that as well. So what do you think? Hello, I've got Australians. Sydney and Adelaide. Hello, Christy, not Kirsty. Christy and Christy and Chrissy, both from Australia. Welcome, ladies. It must be late there. I'm grateful that you're saying hello and keeping me company. So yes, so here we go. So can we see that? We've got some glimmer paper on there. We've got some sort of 3D flowers, bit of bling rhinestones. Love this. Now you may recognise this kind of, I can't stay away from these colours at the moment. I'm all about matching a pink with a yellow and a grey. That seems to be my go-to mixture at the moment. And that's what we're going to do here. So let's get started. Otherwise we could be here all day, couldn't we? So I have used Smoky Slate. Can you still see that? There we go, if I leave that there. Smoky Slate as my base card. And it's an A5 piece, so half an A4 sheet, and I'm just folding it in half. I don't tend to score, but I do use a bone folder to make that fold really precise. Now, if you've got really long fingernails, you could do that, but you could leave marks if you've got anything on your finger. And it just, there we go, job done. Base card done, ta-da! And then I have cut, now I'm not going to tell you the measurements here, but I will write them on the blog and other details, but this is just half a centimetre smaller. So in fact I do know what this is, so because I know that is 14.8 by 10.5, that is half a centimetre smaller, so that's 14.3 by 10, and it just leaves a nice border around there. I've also, oh, I wonder what I've done for a minute then, I've also got some glimmer paper, silver glimmer paper. Now I know glimmer paper can be expensive, so you could bear in mind that we're going to be covering up that. It's just going to have a small border like that. You could cut out or punch out that kind of middle bit, so a couple of punches maybe, punched circles, because you wouldn't see it, and we're going to be covering it anyway. So waste not, want not, as they say, but I am going to waste at this time because I've got to be quick. Don't be doing that. Right, so what have we got? So our 3 colours that I am using are Blushing Bride, So Saffron and Smoky Slate. How lovely are they? How lovely, lovely, lovely are they? And the stamp set for the background is Bloom by Bloom. So there's no sentiments in this set, but lots of lovely detail for flowers and circles and splodges and dots and all sorts of things that you can use. So you can use this stem or this stem and have a big flower like that and a little flower. You could have that flower there. You could have that on there. I mean, you could do anything really. You could have that on there probably with that as a background. There's some leaves if you want more leaves. Oh, I just love it. You could have that over that. Endless opportunities. And in fact, I've got to try and remember which ones I used. So I did use, and get my scruffy old blocks out. Look, the bright pink, look, bad. So I did use this one here, and that's my Blushing Bride. I did use, what else did I use? That one there, that one there, and that's my So Saffron. And get rid of that. So it's the photopolymer stamp set. What else did I use? Oh, I know, I used that one there. Let's get another. I'm running out of blocks here. So that's there. And then I've also got some dots in between as well, which I know have some baby dots. I did a few, what did I do? What did I do? Might go that one. No. Oh, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Where's those 3 big dots? I think they must be that one, because I know I used that one. So let's use that one. And I might go that one. And if I need that tiny one, we'll do some more. So because as I was making this card, I didn't know how I was going along. So I didn't know what I was going to do with this, what sentiment I was going to use or anything. I just knew that I wanted to make some background paper using these colours and this stamp set. So in fact, I have stamped all behind there as well. Can you see that? No, you won't be able to see that. It does go all the way down. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my glimmer paper as a guide, because actually all I need to do is stamp around there. So I'm going to keep that to hand, but let's start stamping. So photopolymer stamp goes on an acrylic block or a stamping platform, whichever works for you. And just a gentle tap, don't need to sit there and go, "Urgh." Gentle tap, and I can start generally around the edges. Now this is a juicy ink pad. And go off the page a little bit, kind of go over there. Where else do I want to go? I'll do a little bit over there, a bit more over there, a bit more over there. That'll do, I think. So I'm going to put that to one side, because again, yeah, that's looking good, looking good. Okay, next I used my So Saffron. Ooh, and filled in some gaps. Now they can overlap. Doesn't matter if they don't. Let's get rid of that for a minute. There we go. Doesn't matter if they do overlap. That might be the look you're going for. I kind of don't like that look, but we might see how we end up, depending on what I fill in. So we might have some overlapping. We might not. We'll see. That'll do for the moment. Might come back to some more. I'll leave that there. And then the lovely smoky slate. Now, practically everything in my house is grey at the moment. It's very fashionable. So my husband goes, "Oh, not more grey." Like, I love a bit of grey. So we'll have, oh, smoky slate there. We'll have one over there. Might have one there. And I'm going to put my bit of that back and go, oh, look, we're looking good. We are looking good. Doesn't need a whole host more, does it? So in fact, I'm not going to go any more flowers. So I'm now going to start filling in with some little dots. So, oh, can you see that? Focus. In fact, there we go. So those two there. So I'm just going to, so I've got a lot of pink and yellow over there, but not too much grey. So I'm going to go in with the grey, go off if need be. Might turn it round, get some variety. This is where I say we might end up, what else have we got? We haven't got much grey over here, so I'll wiggle that round there. Yeah, that's looking good. I might stop there for a minute. Clean it off. Technical way of cleaning it. That's bad, isn't it? I shouldn't really do that. Oops. And then I might go a yellow, kind of there. I'm leaving the little spaces for the little one. But where else? We haven't got much yellow over here. Where should we go? Look at that. Any more? Might have a little splodge over there. Might go one more. It's all very random. Do what you like. Whatever looks good to you. So, I think that's it. Don't want any more pink. I might go, so little diddy pinks. I might go that way though. You just build it up until you're happy. This might be too much for you. Definitely needs one there. I'll move that out of the way a little bit. But I don't think we need a huge amount more. I might just get a bit of yellow over there. I might do a bit of grey over there. Dun, dun, dun. Might do a little bit more grey down there. Oh, I like it. What do you think? What do we... Oh, I've got lots of messages. Oh, 9:23 in Australia, so not too bad. Baz says, hi Natalie, can't stay very long, sister's coming. Is coming who flew in from the States. Oh, only have 2 days and then you're off and leaving her. Oh, another Australian. Hi from Peterborough in Cambridgeshire, says Linda. Hello. Right. I'm kind of thinking I don't need much else. I might just go a bit of yellow, kind of there. Maybe a bit of pink. Maybe I didn't clean that so much. There. What do we think? I'm thinking I love that. Thinking I love that. So the other stamp I did use was this tiny one here. So I'm just going to get that one there because that, I was making this at my class on Monday. And while we were making it and going, well, what are we going to do next? What are we going to do next? It was like, no, it needs a little something more. It needs a little something more. And we found out that actually those big flowers need a little centre. Now I'm doing this quick and I'm not looking directly overhead. Is that it? No, one more there. There we go. Yeah. So I could do the middle like I did first of all, but I think if you put that there, I think we're good to go, don't you? What do you think? Give me a thumbs up if you think that's enough. Or give me a shout if you think, no, it needs more, it needs more. I mean, let's bring in our base card. And we can just have a look at that, mounted on the grey. So grey is a subtle colour. It's also in, it is a subtle shade, but it's actually in our group of colours called neutrals, because neutrals go with anything. What do we think? Thumbs up? Give us a heart? Yay! Oh, I've got a lush and a lovely and a pretty. I think that's enough. I think that's enough. So there you go. That's how easy it is to make background paper. Now, obviously, if you didn't have this here, you would go all over the place. But I think an image stamp set like this is great. It's just great. And who doesn't like florals? You can have any colour you like. Now, I have done kits with Memories and More cards that are in this. There's lots of blues and peaches and things like that around. And if you do either a Google image or a Pinterest on Bloom by Bloom, you will see lots of samples done with this. But hopefully, none in these colours and like this. So, I am going to, because I know I'm not going to do anything else with this now, I'm actually going to stick it down. Dun, dun, dun. A little bit of multi-purpose. And make sure I've got it out the right way. Might be sending cards to Australia otherwise. Right. Oh, that's just about to fall over. So I'm going to put that there before it crashes. Now, you can see on here I've got multiple layers. So I've actually got this smoky slate piece on dimensionals and my glimmer paper on dimensionals as well. So, she says, what have I done with the dimensionals? There we go. There's a pack made earlier. Right, so I just tend to put one in each corner, and on a piece this size, one in the middle. So that will do, because I'm not doing anything else to that. So I can stick that on. La, 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 la. Right, how's the weather where you are? Is it as nice as it is where it is with me? There we go. Lily says it's beautiful. Thanks, Lily. Baz ordered the kit you did last week, arriving tomorrow. Sorry, Baz. Sorry to be an enabler. Right, and I've actually finished with these ink pads now. And you're thinking, well, but Natalie, you haven't done your centre sentiment. Why are you putting your ink pads away? Well, there's two ways you could do it, and that's not going to be one of them. So that's that bit. I've got, right, so I'm going to use my stamping platform for this. And this is the stamp set that I've used. I wanted a big sentiment. So I went through and thought, right, what have I got? And I came up with this one for all set. So So you've got a sending hugs, this happy birthday that we're using. I love that, thank you so much. And look, a silhouette of a lady on a bike saying, have the best day ever. But look at the size of them. They're massive. Massive. Look at that. You wouldn't need much more on a card than that. And even that as well is long. So they're big. Love them. Love them, love them. So what I have on here is, oh, don't worry about that, that's going to be fine. So I have a piece of Whisper White card on my Stamparatus. I have taken off this mat because this is a clear mount stamp set, so it already has some sponge foam on. With these photopolymer stamps, you don't have that sponge in between the stamping surface and the block or whatever it is you're using, whereas on these, let's take that off, you've got that sponge, so in effect that is just replacing the sponge that isn't on photopolymer. So I'm using clear mount or cling mount stamps. I don't need that mat. And what you do, this comes with two, whatever they're called. What are they called? Plates. Oh no, Michelle says it's dark and cold. Christy says it's cold today. No. Bright and sunny but chilly, says Linda. Sunny in Reading. Go Reading. You're about an hour and a quarter away from me, so yeah, no, it's a little bit windy, not quite, but I've got my washing out, so that's good. So anyway, 2 plates for the Stamparatus, but I only need 1. I only use one of my magnets as well. There is another magnet that is underneath, but they are super strong. And if you leave them too close together, they'll just go bing and normally crack, snap, smash, whatever. So I only use 1. So I've lined this up with my Stamparatus grid paper. Just where I want it, doesn't matter where you kind of go really. I tend to stay away from the edges because it can be a little bit harder, whereas this area here is the best place to go. So I've put my magnet there to keep that piece of card in place, and how I use it is, and I've cut this to size as well, so I was like, oh, it's a little bit close now. So I put my stamp where I want it, I then bring that back, lightly press, and it's now stuck there. So I can stamp in exactly the same place time and time and time and time and time and time again, which is great if you make mistakes like me. So I'm not going to worry about this because it's just me not cleaning my stamps properly. So you could, so there is 2 ways of doing this. So I've got the Blushing Bride on the top and the So Saffron on the bottom. Now if you were super skilled, you could sit there and just ink up, or if you were going for a bit of an ombre look and you didn't mind that it overlapped, you could just over ink that with the pink, and then you could over ink the the happy with the pink and the birthday with the yellow, and if you've got a little bit of a crossover, it's all part of the design and that's it. And that is one way to do it, and actually on this design it's not too hard to line up, but there is an easier way as well. Are you ready? Dun dun dun. So marker pens. So these Stampin' Right markers are exactly the same ink. So obviously Stampin' Up, it coordinates. Exactly the same colour as the ink pad, and they've got exactly the same ink in as well. Yay! So they have a thick end, which it shows with that picture there, which is a brush end and that thick line there. And it's got a thin bullet end shown by the thin end there. So let's give you a quick look at those. So there's the brush end and there's the bullet end. And I'm brushing today, but let's put that on. So, and I have to do it at an angle because I write at an angle. So birthday is yellow, and I'm just colouring it. And this is really easy to colour. It's not now I'm on camera, obviously. And you know I'm going to make a mistake, but you know, that's all part of live crafting. Right, so I am doing this quickly. You would take a little bit more care than me over this. Right, there's my yellow, which is So Saffron, and this is my Blushing Bride. I kind of want to intentionally miss a little bit so you can see how we can rectify that. I'm not going to. Because I think I'm going to have to do it again anyway. Now, that yellow has started to dry. These are water-based inks, so I kind of just go, give it a good huff, which re-moistens it, and then close and stamp. Good bit of pressure. Ta-da! You think, right, marvellous, very clever. But it's not as intense as that. So if you want the kind of pale pastel look, rock on, that might be perfect for you. But the joy with the Stamparatus is that we can just go back in, we can make sure we colour the right bits the same colour, and we can go and colour, I can't even see what I'm doing here with the pink. We can go and colour again. And, oh there you go, I can see the yellow. So, hope it's not like watching paint dry. I'm going as quickly as I can here without making too much of a mess. La la la. Talk amongst yourselves. I should have done it here as one I made earlier, but I didn't. So a bit of a... And just close that again. Let's bring it up here because I'm wiggling. Da, 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 da. There we go. Oh, it's gone darker. Am I still happy with that? Don't know. I'm feeling the need for one more. So, here we go. What else have we got here? So, shed. So, it's chilly in Leicestershire, but it's sunny. Well, to be sunny or have sun is one good thing, isn't it? Getting a bit of vitamin D on your bones or in your bones. So you can refill these stamping marks as well. So like you refill your ink pads, you use exactly the same re-inker to re-ink these marker pens. So if you've got them that run out, and both these colours are in the subtles range, so you don't need to buy the whole set. Of course you can, but you don't have to buy the whole set of marker pens. Say these are both in the subtles colour family, which is most unlike me. I'm normally a brights girl, but isn't it great? Now, if you were trying to do this by hand, you would never get it in exactly the same place. That'll do. Otherwise we'll be here all day. I could just keep going and keep going and keep going until I was happy. But I am happy with that. But what are the joys of the Stamparatus? So, I'm going to mount that, hoping it's dry. Now that is flapped by a bit of smoky slate. But that's how you get multiple colours. So if you sit there, well, it's one of the ways you can get multiple colours. So if you're sitting there going, but I don't understand, because obviously when you have, well, let's say even that big stamp again, and you have one ink pad, it would all be the same colour, wouldn't it? So you just go like that, or you'd go like that, and it would all be pink, or it would all be yellow. But that's how you get multiple colours. Now you could do every letter a different colour. If you wanted to do a rainbow, you could knock yourself out and do rainbows. Now where's my dimensionals gone? Have they hidden them? Yeah, I have hidden them. There they are. Oh, squeaky chair. Right, so I find that the best things to stick pieces to glimmer paper are, Tombow works, but you have to hold it for a little while and almost wait for it to dry. So dimensionals always work for me, and touch wood, oh, don't fall off. So that's what I tend to use. So anything that I'm sticking to a bit of glimmer paper. Obviously if you had cut out, so you've just left with a frame, then it would stick because it would have the paper underneath as well. So, right, look at me, I'm all lopsided and everything. This is speed crafting at its best, you see. Right. Make sure it's got an even border. And I kind of thought, that's quite nice like that. Quite like it like that. But it's got a bit of bling, needed a little bit more bling. So, I am denard. I was just going to put rhinestones down here. You can do what you like. But I used, this is one of the punches from the, oh, can you see that? No. Oh, there we go. One of the punches from the Bloom to Bloom coordinating punches. A little set of 4, and they're just these little flowers which are perfect for accents. So I punched out 3 in smoky slate card. Now, you could try and use, if you're trying to, oh look, I've stuck my stamps to my bone folder. You could sit there and try and use your bone folder to make all those go up, but it's very, very fiddly. If you were to get something like that, so back of a mouse mat or your mat from your Stamparatus, and literally get a ball tool and just rub it in the middle like that, draw a circle, and all the edges come up. Can you see that? So you can see my circle that I've done, but you can also see that it's made like a little bowl. And that's far easier than fiddling around, isn't it, with a bone folder on those tiddly little bits. So just in the middle, ball tool, circle, circle, it'll wiggle round by itself. There you go, little bowl. Just gives it a bit more dimension, means that it's not just, I mean, let me show you sort of, oh, it's even started to rise a little bit. Flat can be a bit flat sometimes, and we like a bit of dimension. So there we go. So that's our 3, and I have to have 3. If you've been watching me regularly now, you will know that I have to have. If I'm going to add something, I can't add 2. It has to be an odd number. So I'm going to put this one actually higher up. I'm going to dot that there. I'm going to put that a bit lower, and then I kind of put the one where it goes up a little bit there. And where's my pick me up tool? There it is. So, use my pick-me-up tool. It might need a little bit more putty. I'm being a bit stingy with my putty. But, there we go. See, it just picks it up. Now, is it going to put it down? Oh, it did. Yay! So, how easy is that? Rather than using your fingers. I mean, I'm a bit of a tweezer girl normally, to be fair. There we go. And then, so, rhinestone central. So, we need more bling, obviously. You can never have too much bling, can you? So let's read the comments. So, yes, I mean, so going on this, so there is another way that you could do. So when I was talking about inking this stamp, there are other ways you could do it. You could just stamp, if you had a light and a dark colour, you could stamp the whole thing in the light and then just ink the dark and go over the top. You can also, if you've got something like a bit of a post-it note and there is an exact, you could put a post-it note over that, ink that with an ink pad, and then cover that bit up and ink that with the ink pad and do it that way as well. You could also use daubers on the ink and dab it on too. You can, yes, you can use daubers as well. I think daubers just end up with it being even lighter than the marker pen, so it goes on thinner, so you might just be there doing it 5 or 6 times, but there we go. Okay, Baz says she's still waiting for hers, but as in punches, you're still waiting for your punches. Oh, bless. Right, so pick me up tool again. Oh, look, my putty's gone mad. But look how easy it is. Oh, come on. How easy it is, she says, not doing it. There we go. So one in the middle of each of those. I'm just using the small rhinestones here. And then, of course, you have to have them. Oh, let's move that in the middle of your flowers. Oh, look, I'm a bit rubbish with this putty. I'll squeeze too much out. But I do love it, because I'm a tweezer girl normally. And so again, odd, I've gone for 3 flowers, 3 rhinestones there. Or do I go 5? I might even go 5. Come on, let's splash out on the rhinestones. As I've got, oh, look at that. Got it? That's it. There we go. That is how to make your own background papers. And one way that you can get double 2 colours on 1 stamp. So what do you think? Do you love? Do you love? Do you give me a thumbs up? What do you reckon? I just love them, and I love these colours. Love the colours. I'm going to have to stop doing them. Otherwise, yeah, I'm a bit of a blue and a green girl normally, so actually to be pink and yellow is a little bit girly for me. But there we go. So what do you think? Do you love? Do you love? Do you love? Do you love? I love. And now I've got 2 birthday cards. Could be done also in masculine colours as well. So if you blues and greens and things like that, because men do gardening and men do like flowers. The floral card doesn't have to be a female card, but I think it's quite funky, it's quite contemporary. It could be suitable for girls, so teenage girls could have that, or could like that, and more mature ladies like myself as well. I think it's just a good contemporary birthday card there, and who can't resist a bit of bling. So I think that's all I'm going to do. We're already on 50 minutes. How did that happen? So as I said, once this video is finished, I will put the link in the bottom for the more information about the online class, which was the boxes. I will put more information about how to sign up for my newsletter so you don't miss the news. I will put all the details and measurements for this under there as well. Yeah, and if you don't like my Facebook page that we're on now, give me a little like, and what happens is when I next go live, Facebook tells you, so you don't miss out, or at least you can catch up later in the day as well. But if you are watching this recording on YouTube and you don't subscribe to my channel already, then again, just hit the subscribe button, and again, YouTube will tell you when I upload videos. And I do upload videos that aren't just Facebook Live replays as well, although that is most of them at the moment. But that's it. If you are shopping online with me at this address here, then make sure you check out the online host code. That is something I do that people are receiving today. So for everyone who shopped with me in March and used the online host code, they all got the very vintage stamp set from me as a thank you for their orders last month, and they will be arriving today. And I've just spoilt it for anyone who's watching whose post hasn't arrived yet. Ooh. But there you go, online host code. And if you are a regular shopper, I also have a loyalty program as well. If you spend £40 or more, then you get 1 point. And as soon as you've accumulated 10 points, then you can have a £40 shop on me as well. So that's what I cover. So I think that's it. If anyone's got any questions, then just leave them below. Otherwise, I'm going to leave you to your Wednesday. Hopefully, for those that haven't got sunshine and blue skies, you get them. In fact, I haven't got a cloud in the sky now. It's beautiful. I know it's not that warm out there, but it still looks beautiful. It's better than the rain we had the last few days. So, now all I have to say now is thanks for watching. Thanks for being with me. I will be here next Wednesday, and I will be sharing more live crafting with you. And yeah, I can't wait. I'll be able to tell you all my gossip from this weekend as well. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next week.